Hey, what's going on? This is SK. I kind of want to talk about 90s hip hop and why I feel like 90s hip hop is the greatest decade of hip hop. You know, now I do feel like anything from the mid 80s to the mid 2000s is great too. But the reason why I feel like 90s specifically is because, I'm not one of them people that's like them old heads that's like, oh, well, 90s is better than today. Or like the young dudes that's like, nah, mumble rap is better or anything like that. Nah, I'm not like that. I hate that. That's stupid as hell to me, especially when there's no facts given. Or if you feel 90s hip-hop is better, it's just like if you feel Tupac and Biggie are the greatest rapper, which they're not. Well, Tupac is to me, but it's other reasons besides music. It's who he was outside of music. And Biggie was a genius, but don't just say it was real, it was lyrical. Stop giving fake, stupid answers when you say something is better. Give a real in-depth answer. And my answer is 90s hip-hop brought upon a lot of lyrical songs, creative hooks, creative flows, metaphors, deliveries. A lot of that music actually changed people's lives. I mean, your music is great when you got politicians talking about it, presidents, all types of people, important people, pretty much, trying to ban it, like I said, mid-80s to mid-2000s, because even with NWA, even though theirs was like late 80s, like the F the Police, I mean, they got all police mad as hell. Like, I don't know. I just think when I really listen to it, and I've been listening to real hip-hop since I was 17, and I'm 30 now. And, I never really, at the time, I was like, okay, this is real hip-hop. Now that I'm older, I'm like, okay, now I see why they say 90s hip-hop is the best. Now I see it. Because I'm really listening to all these songs I done heard 50 million times. I'm like, all right, let me listen to them again. And now that I listen to them, like, again, and I'm like, oh, that's why they call 90s hip-hop the best. Because, I mean, even down to a simple verse, some of their verses from back then is better than what a lot of rappers put out. I mean, Mos Def, Mathematics. Go listen to that record. I mean, a creative song like Dear Mama. Not too many rappers is talking about their mom. I mean, like Tupac did with Old School. He's talking about the old school. And Biggie, 10 Crack Commandments. Ice Cube. He had a lot of great records. Like, it's so many great songs and albums. Outkast, that's another example. Nas, Eminem, Jay-Z. Like, it's so many rappers, so many songs, so many albums that came out from the mid-80s to the mid-2000s and, mainly the 90s that, it just changed a lot of things. I don't really see that too much now. I mean, obviously we got Kendrick, J. Cole, Joyner Lucas, Logic, MGK, who else? Big Sean. We do got some artists. Like, I like DaBaby, Travis Scott, Ty Dolla $ign, but I just don't see everybody doing what they did. I feel like, now don't get me wrong, a lot of rappers that's out now, I do feel like they probably could take on some of them 90s rappers. Like I said, Kendrick, Joyner Lucas, J. Cole. Even though a lot of them got their flows and their sound motivated from them, I still feel like they could go up against them. They could, do song for song, bar for bar with them. But it's like, that's only a small percentage of rappers right now. And Drake too. It's just, we need less mumble rap, less rappers doing 2-minute songs, less rappers being gay, less rappers not caring about, anything but stupidity. And I'm not going to sit here and act like 90s rappers didn't do that stuff too. Well, I don't know about the gay thing, but I know they, I don't agree with the bitches and the hoes thing, although that does exist. But, I'm not going to act like, 90s rappers didn't rap about gangster stuff that I agree with. Obviously they did, but at least it was art. At least it was a meaning. At least it was something there, where you're like, oh, okay, I see what they're talking about. But I don't know, like, from them songs about politics, about women, about family, about black people, about hoods, like, it's so many different topics that those rappers covered back then that a lot of rappers don't really do too much anymore. I'm not saying they don't do it, I'm just saying they don't do it too much anymore. I mean, even the underground hip-hop from back then, or the songs that nobody really points out, because I was listening to a song by Ice Cube that I've never heard before that came out from back then, that I'm like, damn. Even the songs that's unknown was greater than what's out now. And I'm pretty sure that's the same thing now. There's some unknown songs out now that's great too. But I'm just saying, it's just so many artists, so many rappers that came out back in the day that's really, really creative, that can destroy a lot of these artists that's out now. Even down to R&B, outside of hip-hop. From the singing, to the dancing, to the hooks, everything wasn't just sex and love back in the day. It was all types of topics. It was mainly sex and love, or mainly love. Nowadays, it's on everything. And, I don't think they cussed as much back in the day, too, in R&B. I could be wrong. I don't think they did. Now they cuss a whole lot more, which I don't really care. I mean, it's just that it's cool if you don't cuss. Your music get a lot further. Even pop music, rock music, all types of music seemed like it was way better back in the day, from the 60s, 70s, 80s, way better. Because now everybody either stealing music, their songs too short, they use auto-tune, they're getting lazy. I mean, I understand that a lot of things have already been done. I get that. But still, try anyway. Try to come up with something new. But anyway, that's my opinion. Why don't y'all leave a comment, leave a video, or whatever. Let me know what y'all opinions are about music, how it's changed. I could be wrong on some things. If I am, let me know. And yeah, follow me at SKTRU89 on all social media. All right, peace.